Hey guys, this is Tauna. Today is going to be all about the next upcoming week because there are some absolutely huge things going to be announced this week, which I am really excited for. I'm excited to see what exactly gets announced, but we're going to kind of go over a whole bunch of stuff now. This is going to be a huge week for MTG with lots of new stuff getting announced and revealed. We have a mix of the Magicon and special stream showing off a bunch of new stuff. We'll get about that special stream later because that is pretty big, and I'm very interested as to why it's a special stream, which we'll talk about. And we're going to be summarizing everything here just so you can kind of get hyped and stuff, because I am very excited about a lot of this stuff. And I want to hear from you guys as to what you think as well. So, before we get into it, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you share the video around. We tend to make videos as soon as stuff is getting announced or very soon after. So, this weekend, I'm going to be working flat out. So make sure you subscribe so that way you're able to get a hold of that as soon as possible. So these are all the things that are coming this year. We've obviously already had Aether Drift, but later on we've got Tarkir, Dragonstorm, Final Fantasy, The Edge of Eternities. Then we've got Spider-Man. Then we've got the unannounced universes beyond. So we're going to talk about obviously all this back area here. Obviously not going to talk about Aether Drift. Tarkir is our next kind of big one, and that's going to be the kind of major focus at Magicon. But essentially, this is going to be really cool because it's going to be revisiting the Tarkir plane, and it's going to both have the clans and the three-color, clan wedges as well as dragons. So, combining the two best parts of both the, clans of Tarkir and the dragons of Tarkir. We have, the fact that it's a three-color set, the return of the clans, the dragons, and more. Lots of really cool art that they've shown so far, so it's going to be pretty exciting to see how that kind of goes. We've got the fact that it's going to be kind of ending the Dragonstorm arc, or I don't know if it's going to be ending it completely. I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's kind of, we saw a little bit of it within Aether Drift, like the story there, but it felt kind of shoved in at the last second. We've seen a little bits of it throughout it, where dragons are kind of going all across the multiverse, and it's meant to be the clans and stuff going to kind of stop that happening because they're kind of ruining everyone. Sarkhan is back as well. We've got Ugin coming back too, which is very interesting. One thing to kind of that I noticed, I don't know if other people have kind of noticed, is that we had the Aether Spark, which was meant to help, people be able to travel between multiverses and stuff, travel between the planes and stuff. That just got won by the people from Amonkhet and then taken back to Amonkhet, which, has huge ties to Nicol Bolas and stuff. And now that Ugin's here, it'll be very interesting to see if Nicol Bolas comes back. The return of Nicol Bolas, I would not be surprised by it. They've kind of hinted at it a little bit, and I think we've seen a little bit from it from Marrow talking about it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. There's also this new Ghost Flame treatment that's going to be the treatment within the set there. So Sarkhan's the depowered version of it. Then we got the Planeswalker here for Ugin. And we know that there's going to be 5 different commander decks as well because of the Ultra Pro listings here. We've got a different commander deck for each of the different factions. So 5 commander decks coming with it, which will be really cool. All right, then we've got the Final Fantasy set. So actually, while we will obviously see some of this within at Magicon, there's actually having a special stream later this week on the 18th about it too. So it's very interesting that we see a stream prior to that. So they seem to be kind of not wanting to take away the kind of spotlight from Tarkir, or hear me out, there's going to be other big announcements that, they didn't have enough time to be able to cover Final Fantasy in the depth that they wanted to. So we know that we've got Spider-Man coming up. We know whatever this unannounced universes beyond is as well. We've got the, Magicon happening at a certain date, which we'll talk to about a little bit later, because, that date I think is important as to what that unannounced universes beyond could be. Either way, special announcement for Final Fantasy happening prior to Magicon with a special stream and stuff showing off, all the different things about it. They said, a bunch of the different things that are going to be in it. We've got Terra, we've got Lightning, we've got Noctis, we've got Clouds, we've got Chocobo going to Cloud. We've got Chocobo's going to be in it. We've got Behemoths. We've got iconic weapons, summons, and monsters. All the games from 1 to 16 going to be represented apparently. This is also going to be Universes Beyond is going to be standard legal. So this will be the first standard legal set there. So, you know, it's going to be legal in all formats. You're going to see it, whether you go play standard or whatever. People are going to be able to, you know, whip out Cloud and hit you in the face with him. But we'll see as to how that ends up going in the end. I don't mind it, but I don't mind the Universes Beyond being standard legal. I do mind the amount of standard legal sets they're pumping out this year. It's pretty crazy. So we've got some art from it. Like they showed off some different arts previously for it there. And I believe this was a reprint for like, can't remember what it was. Together Forever or something like that, I think it was. I'm just pulling that off the top of my head. I think it was. And then they've also showed off this special art here for Cloud and Seraph over on when they announced, when they released Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We also know there's going to be 4 commander decks for this one for Final Fantasy. So get your bets in as to what these want to be. I'm going to be talking with my friend Jack John Jackson, who knows a lot more about Final Fantasy than I do, to try and figure out what we think they are. I think we've done a previous video about it, but maybe I'll do a full video. People seem to like the Spider-Man version of it. So then we've got Edge of Eternity. So this is going to introduce us to the Edge, which is a sci-fi setting within the Magic setting that sits beyond the multiverse. So you've got the multiverse, then you've got the Blind Eternities, then you've got the Edge, I believe, or it's got the Edge and then Blind Eternities. But either way, we're going to see, you know, a whole bunch of space stuff here. We've got planets, we've got aliens, we've got, you know, huge space whale stuff. It is a Magic, you know, it's in universe Magic set, whether you agree with it or not. It is technically. We also know that, well, I am blank. Tezzeret's back, and seemingly a huge, like, I don't know. He looks like the emperor of like a evil space empire or something. I don't know. It looks really cool. I'm really excited to see what exactly is happening with him, and how he got here and what's going on and stuff, and how this kind of ties into the overarching storyline of Magic. Like, you know, is Jace up here too, or what's going on? We also have, or at least I have, a theory that one of the races in the Aether Drift is going to be the, one of the races in the Aether Drift was the Guidelight Voyagers, and I theorize that they are from here. They're trying to return home. They're a collection of automatons captained by a single mind, and they're trying to get there by, you know, racing through the Omen Pass to essentially kind of glitch them out to get back to where they were. So my theory is that these guys, will see more of them. Maybe we'll see some tie-in between Aether Drift in here. Who knows? I'm pretty excited to see exactly if these guys are from here or what exactly they're doing. We also have this, which is a very interesting card. So as we know, with each set, they're going to be doing like the Masterpiece card, essentially, which is a card that's going to get a whole bunch of different treatments and set the central focus thing. This was the one from here. It looks like a black hole. I think it's like a Shara or something like that. Sothera. And it looks really freaking badass. I really like it. And along that same line, we know that there's going to be a mythic land cycle in the set. And also there's only going to be 2 commander decks from what we've seen as well, which is cool. You know, I'm a fan of them having less commander decks, though I do feel bad for the LGSs that are all stuck with a whole bunch of the living energy precon now, because everyone just wanted the this one. the mummy one. Wow. So then we've got Spider-Man coming after that. We don't know much about Spider-Man yet. We don't know much about the Spider-Man set in Marvel, in Magic. I know heaps about Spider-Man. I will be covering the heck out of this. This is going to be like, out of everything in the year, this is going to be obviously the thing that I'm most excited for. I absolutely love Marvel with a passion. I am so excited for it. This is like the set that I've been looking forward to for ages. I am so excited to see exactly what they do with this. It is going to be standard legal as well. Again, whether you like that or not, that's not the kind of point there. I'm a huge fan of Marvel though, so this is going to be like my jam for quite a while. I'm going to make so many decks about it. So obviously, you know, we've covered those 4 there, and then we've got this one here. So this is an unannounced Universes Beyond. We don't know what it is. No one has announced what it is. However, there is theories going around as to what it is, and I've made a whole video on it that I'll link in the end thing, and I'll put down in the comments as well, as to what this final one is. Now, there's a few different things that we need to keep in mind as to what the date of Magicon is, which is the 21st to the 23rd of February. That's a very important date for a certain franchise. And yeah, this is me pulling together all the different strings here. So first of all, we had the arena hints there, kind of hinting towards a certain franchise, which was, well, I actually completely forgot to actually put the franchise in here, which is very, very helpful. It is going to be Avatar. Avatar The Last Airbender. If you haven't seen Avatar, it is an amazing, amazing show. Essentially, what they had was, if I just bring this up here, what they had was these arena hints. On the first and second, they had some stuff kind of, you know, hinting towards the sets that were coming later this year. And then it all culminated on January 6th, which was this one, which was, you know, fire, water, air, fire, water, earth, air, and then 2 benders for a set. We also had over here, Chris Mooney, who's the set lead, is an absolute Avatar fan. We kind of talked about a bunch of different stuff where he's kind of talking about Avatar and how much he loves Avatar and everything. And then we've got the timings. This is, again, going to be happening on February 21st, which is the anniversary of when Avatar first launched, which was pretty great. They've been doing some Nickelodeon big stuff lately to do with anniversaries and everything. So yeah, and then, you know, just they've been doing heaps of collabs, and then there's the SpongeBob stuff happening as well. So yeah, that's like, you know, lots of very pointed stuff towards it, and yeah, you can check out the video for that too. But that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and goodbye, and let me know what you guys think. Have a great day.